Hello, Paul and Angelica. Really wonderful to meet you both. I'm very excited. As I said, I'm a huge fan of your movies. I think your films are making a really significant contribution to slasher horror. It's something really innovative, which I'm really excited about. And I just want to learn a bit about your sort of experiences in making them and what sort of things you're thinking about, just to understand it. And you've done, I know you guys have done loads of interviews and I watched a whole bunch of them, so I feel like I know you already a little bit.
Oh, cool.
Uh, Gender. The issue of gender is quite a big one in slasher movies. I know you guys have seen a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
There's a tendency when people write about them to suggest it's like a woman being chased by a guy, and there's something wrong with that. They think there's something wrong with it, but your movies seem to do something totally different. And I know you're a partnership, which is relatively untypical, working together.
Mhm.
So, like, are you thinking about gender? Is one person writing one thing and one person writing another? Like, how does it work?
I mean, there is the advantage of, a man and a woman writing together, especially when you have a lot of female characters. Most slasher movies are written by men, so it just comes from a man's point of view, of course. Not that a man can't, be in tune with the female characters at all. I mean, that's, totally not true, but it does help, to have both sides, and our actresses have commented on that, like even most recently. One of them pointing out, "Oh, I can tell that this was written by a woman," as opposed to I can
Uh,
tell this part was written by a man. So, like, we do collaborate on our scripts. Definitely, Angie in a editorial um, position mostly. Like, I'll write out the rough draft and the concept and stuff, and she'll read it and go through it and add things or take away things. Yeah, since most of our films are female centric, we do have a lot of female points of view in our movies, and it's important to us.
Right. I think a lot of it starts off strong as well because we're having conversations about uh like friendships that I've had or like coworkers or like the dynamic. He hears a lot of
Mm-hmm.
my experiences from like my personal life. So he already knows about like the experiences that I've had like with female to female or female to male or
Mm-hmm.
in the workforce or amongst friends. So he is already familiar with like all the things that I've talked about as like experiencing or what my friends have gone through, so he kind of already has that in his head. And when he's
Yeah.
coming up with ideas, we start basing it loosely around maybe something that I've very loosely experienced or
Mm-hmm.
someone I know has experienced. And he'll come up with like the main concept of an idea. And then I just kind of help fine
Yeah.
tune and
yeah.
shape it.
We often take conflicts from real life. I mean, if you want to be a writer, it helps to be a good listener. So just listen to people talk and listen to how they talk too, and their
That's
points of
great.
view.
And I'm so interested because they're so sort of self-aware. They're sort of women working in like they're like guided by men. They have like these male bosses, like making them do. They're weirdly self-conscious. They're sort
Mm-hmm.
of engaging with that idea, and then it's always like a strong woman that sort of suddenly picks up the axe, and then she's like doing justice.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
really powerful image, especially like Slashlorette Party, which is in the bridal gear. They're just like that's like amazing stuff. Uh,